How may I serve? What's this? Hold! Hold! What are you? You are... Oh, not! You're my size! My size! This can't be! Ah, I knew I shouldn't have eaten that lichen earlier. Cave slime never agrees with me. What? You mean you walk these halls and know nothing of their lord and holder? I am the king of this undersewer, protector of this whole expanse. Divine providence. Once I wandered the lands below, living in caverns, in a base attempt for subsistence. But then the earth was left below me, and I was raised into a city in the sky. Your mistake. If that's supposed to be groveling, then you need to brush up on your etiquette. But I suppose I can allow such insolence to be humored for this one time. I haven't had much in the way of company out here. Oh, you're welcome to some of the cave slime, if you're hungry. There's plenty for everyone. Be gone! Back again, I see. Well, I don't suppose I have anything better to do at the moment. Seems that Jeff has run away with all the scones again. I'll wager we'll have nothing but crumbs to sup on when he returns. The living giants! They stay away from me, and it's for the best. Can't let them know I'm here. I hold dominion over all you see here. I'll be left to my devices, to rule as I see fit. I may seem harsh, but all my subjects will tell you I am fair. I've lived in these tunnels for years. There are plenty of hazards, but they only pose problems for strangers. The rascally imp is the closest thing one can find to a footman in these wilds. Of course, he's just as like to rob me as serve me. I'd wager he thinks he has the best of me. But I'm no fool! Press him back into my service, will you? Seems my footman, Jeff, has scurried off without permission and taken up quarters elsewhere in the sewers. He should be made to see the error in his judgment, but I will not presume to ask for help in this. Quite right you will. Jeff's around here somewhere. The little scamp has no stomach for the realms upstairs. Just give him this. It's a charter of fealty he signed the day he joined my service. But if you do so, do it on your own time. I make no pretensions at ordering you around. Speak to me about Jeff when you've dealt with him. Be gone! What's this? Well, persistent little gnat, aren't you? I haven't had this many run-ins with another since Renival absconded with my archives. Well, good to know Jeff got the message. Thank you for your help. Renival is a damned usurper, and I don't care what you've heard about him. This latest theft is just another attempt to discredit my rule. But this is too far. The key to my archives is the lowest blow. Only the key to my archives. Only the means to access the greatest treasures in my realm. Without them, my most precious of heirlooms are forever locked in a wooden hell. And for what? His rampant self-satisfaction? Whatever you wish. I am not inclined to ask for any favors. If this is your wish, then pursue it by your own will, not mine. That said, Renival is home in the darkest corners of my domain. Scampering coward! I'll wager you'd make short work of him. By my leave, I'm sure.
I will cry up your tiny body.
Time to die, puny one!
Well, I can say that I'm happy to have a bit of entertainment after all. Jeff can be such a bore. But I don't suppose you have anything to read, do you? A good, honest tome? You have it then? Renival has finally been brought to pay for his crimes? I thought I would toast this day. But it only tastes bitter. Have you ever had an enemy that was as close a friend? I remember the days when he and I were as brothers. But no more. Such is folly. Not just any old tome. I seek something from a far-off land. Something hilarious or depressing. Something foreign. I've no interest in the tomes of these giants. Yes, I'm aware that you've likely found some drivel written by the giants. Toss it all! I want a good old book, not some scrolls. We are finished here.
Well done, Beckoned. The stowaway is no more. Please take this as a token of Idilla's gratitude. I have a bad feeling about this. The city regularly sends surveyors into the sewers, but normally with an escort. but the guard has been stretched thin of late. It is rather annoying that as high as we are from the teeth, we can still fall prey to the mischief of sprites. They've squirreled away some items in their dens below the sewer. A brooch, an idol, and a mason's hammer. The troll has been dealt with, beastly thing. Though I cannot help but feel as though this city has lost an institution, in a way. Well done, Beckoned. It is unfortunate that our surveyor died, but thank you for returning her report. Please take this. Grim tidings. We shall be more careful with our surveys, I'm sure. But that's a cold comfort to the surveyor's family. Thank you for returning her report. Well done, Beckoned. Thank you for returning these items. Please take this as a token of Idila's gratitude. Glad to know that the items were found without too much trouble. Thank you, Beckoned. If you found a task you wish to take on from the petition board and complete it, I will recompense you for your trouble. Well done, Beckoned. The masons tell me the pressure in the cisterns has yielded. It seems we have you to thank yet again. Please take this in thanks. Well, I expect that someone in the teeth got a nasty shock if they were hit with the runoff from the cisterns. Thank you for your help. Aye, we get them now and again. But when a primal sprite shows up, well, that's a problem of a different sort. Well done, Beckoned. The nest of primal sprites and their thralls has been removed. Please take this as a token of Idila's gratitude. The little nits are taken care of, I take it. Good, then. Who needs them?
Mind your step here, Beckoned. I wouldn't want the Colosse's failure to claim any more lives than it already has. It is not here by choice. Or our choice, anyways. Such questions would be better suited for the Primos. Suffice it to say that this was made in anticipation of something that never occurred. Be cautious in these lands. Beyond these stairs is the sanctuary of the Primos, the leader of the Colossi people in the teeth of Naros. I must warn you, Anakotos has not left these quarters in years. He vowed to never cease his prayers until the gods answered them, and his people have languished for it. But I think his answer has finally arrived. Speak to him, Beckoned. His people have need of him. After years in his sanctum, I doubt he is the Primos I once knew. But though we all languish in the god's absence, none suffer as he does. He will likely see you as the answer to his prayers. Very well.
Beckoned, is there anything I can assist you with? Anything you require on your journeys can be found in the Concourse Market. The Primos attends to his own affairs. I am usually wanting for additional tasks. Anakotos is most secretive compared to his predecessor, who was killed in the Hyperion tragedy. Still, He is our best hope for the Colossi to realize our goals. It is the greatest city ever built. The gods themselves requested we built it to test our faith. The city soars above the ground, as you have seen, but it is not yet complete. Who knows if it ever will be? The greatest of us are nearly gods, and had the gods not shown us this, we might never have reached the state you see us in now. An odd question. They are gods. It is common knowledge that they are the creators of the Colossi, the creators of this world and everything in it. The great Athene is among their kind, and she has given us the task of inheriting the Titan's legacy now that they have ascended from this world. I have heard you are powerful, but be wary. This land is host to all manner of dangerous creatures we contend with daily.
And though the path be fraught with tribulation, know that it leads to the land of our greatness, and that we walk it with you. Such were the words the gods spoke to the progenitor of my race when they sought to guide us from our base origins into a fruition of potential. The words have been in my heart every day of my reign, but now they are embodied. Welcome, beckoned. At last, this city will be complete. I am the Primos of the Colossi people. As I lead them in politics, I lead them in prayer. The messenger of the gods, one summoned to bring the word of faith back to our people. I always assumed that the beckoned would be one of my own kind, but you bear the cipher. Your role cannot be made more clear. The goddess has shepherded my people for generations. She was responsible for the growth of my people. Somehow, we were found unworthy of her. I have prayed to learn why, but her anger must be far too great. This is greater than any city or any temple that you will find in this world. Of that I assure you. But the city, though magnificent, is only half completed. The Colossi are the children of the Titans. We are the inheritors of their will, and we are the ones that will shepherd this world into a new age. This land is the crucible by which my people might be forged to their new destiny. Vicious and inhospitable, it rebukes my people's every step. Many are the artifacts strewn throughout this world, but the cipher of Athene, I have seen its outline traced in tomes and scrolls, but never in person. Bearing it makes you an embodiment of her power, beckoned. She sees and hears through you. Because we are all of us, my whole people, incomplete. Because we are not worthy enough, not deserving enough to see such wonders of the gods. And I thought that failure was a finality. I have prayed to the gods in seclusion in hopes of an answer, but they were as quiet as the silent choir. Now the beckoned is come. With you, the gods can bear witness to us atoning for our inadequacies. We must start at once, beginning with the wreath of absolution. Something no Primos would ever wish to wear. They are only made in times of great need, when we must prove to the gods our devotion. Were it so easy. There is a proper ritual to observe, and it involves the holy beckoned crafting the wreath of absolution. First, the foundation. It is a circlet of gold inscribed with the runes of prayer. I only wish we had the time to craft one for this occasion, but we do not. Thankfully, there is one made. My predecessor, Arcas, had a wreath crafted, and it lies interred with him beneath the city. Secandra will guide you to it. He led my people into the times that you see today. The gods did not favor his reign, clearly. The Silent Choir is a group of our most faithful followers, and serve me as I serve the gods. So deep is their faith that they never speak upon entering service. It lies in his crypt, in the darkest pits beneath the city. They are old halls, and they have fallen into disuse. I understand there might be trepidations in taking such an artifact from my predecessor's crypt, but I assure you, it is ordained. The times we have arrived at are desperate, and when the heavens show their intent, one cannot stand too much on ceremony. Come, beckoned.
What can I do? You return. Well, the Primos has not graced the ears of his subjects in ages. What has he said to you? The circlet of Arcas. And Anakatos expects me to lead you to it? Has his reclusion left him senseless? Has he forgotten his history as well as his people? Very well. As I cannot refuse the Primos, I will meet you in the crypts in the undersewers of the city. Let us deal with this as quickly as possible. You are the first to hear his voice in some time. I almost thought he would join his acolytes in their silent pact. But his prolonged absence from his people has taken its toll on his judgment. Does the crypt of Arcas have no sanctity to him? I've had chances to speak of Arcas before, but it is not fitting for me to discuss him. Not now. We can find it in the crypts beneath the city's sewers. They are old structures, forgotten as the city was built above them. Farewell.